5 all, Justin break. Yellow and red ball potted.
Well, we're 5 all in the men's singles final, and Justin's split the balls perfectly, and he's presented with a number of different opportunities to take this frame. Yes, once again, thank you to Cue Ball TV and all the support we've had from people signing up and viewing online. Tell your friends. It's a great site. The boys do a lot of work for Q Sports in Australia. Kempton and Dan deserve a lot of credit for the show they put on. The AEBF and New South Wales APL certainly very thankful for their support and the technology they brought to our championships. And Justin's he's found a little bit of trouble in the middle of the table. He's landed off his reds. And needs to manufacture something.
30 seconds.
Well, while we're watching the men's final, Mongrel sent a clear message. He's just picked up another frame in the men's Masters singles final. He doesn't believe he's a $4 chance to win this at all. He believes he's a great chance.
Yeah, I spoke to Mongrel earlier, and he thinks he can beat anyone, rightly so he'll give it a good run, like I said.
Oh, he's hitting them well. Paul looks a little bit reserved, and I don't know why. He's certainly a great player, and in my opinion, he's given Mongrel a golden opportunity to show up in this match, in which he has. So it's game on over there. In the meantime, Justin's given Rusty 2 shots.
Rusty going and get his hard ball off the rail straight away with the double. Yeah, that's a great hit.
I think he was happy to see that fall in. I don't think he was happy to see the white go there.
It's a bit tricky here. Do you think he can roll past the red when he puts out in the middle, Trav? Or?
Look, I think he's got to nudge this one in the middle.
His play pocket weight might sit for the yellow down the rail.
I think so. Even if he misses, he's definitely got 1, possibly 2 other shots.
Yeah, he has gone the roll past. Looks like he's on it. It's a good shot.
Well, he's about to take the lead for the first time in the match.
Tell you what, this is where you can.
Well,
Just, come on, mate. Come on, Justin. Come on.
he's come up dry again, Mike.
Yeah, he's not happy with it. The only consolation is only really left one ball on, but seems like the Reds were probably the balls as well. Justin won't have a shot at those.
30 seconds.
Well, now Justin's behind on the score. We'll see how he responds. Ordinarily not a problem for him. He doesn't usually have too much problem with the score line. He has come back from deficits in the past.
Feels like this is a big frame of the match, Trav. If Rusty gets game from here, it's really going to put Justin under the pump.
I think Rusty getting to 7 will we'll take a quick look up and see the finish line.
30 seconds.
Reds are definitely the balls. Just trying to work out how he's going to get through them.
Reds in play. Come on, Russ.
It's quite a nice drag shot there. Can these other two Reds on, so.
While he's trying to figure that out, Paul Hancock's got an opportunity to go back on Mongrel.
Yeah, I reckon we've got a game on our hands there. Paul's going to come back and it's going to be a close one. It's a bit loose there from Rusty.
Paul left himself a long black down the rail to take the frame.
Come on, mate.
Go in play.
He knocks a nice shot in. Susie's also left herself a long shot on her final ball to get on the black.
Shut up, Justin. Go ahead, mate. Come on.
Sorry, Susie's had 2 shots there, Mike, and
Oh, didn't realise she had 2, so should be able to finish that one up, take a 4-1 lead, I think.
meanwhile that last loose shot from Rusty has really let Justin back into this frame.
Yeah, that's well. They're all there now.
Doesn't take much for the momentum to swing, and we saw it there with just one loose shot from Rusty.
Sue has missed the chance on the black in the women's game, bringing Renata back in. She really wants to get this frame back for Renata. The only thing that could go wrong with this shot, Justin's a little bit hampered, but usually play these shots very well.
30 seconds. Come on, mate.
overrun that a little bit there, Trev.
Well, another roll and a half, and he was in behind that red. So maybe a little loose there. He let it fish a little bit. He's got a little bit of work to straighten this white up and get on the black.
Yeah, it's about the best he could do there. A little check side to hold it up. Don't see him missing this black though.
Pretty big pocket with that red there. On the edge. It's probably harder to miss it than to get it.
Yeah, it's a big frame to get. Bring it back to 6-all. You felt at 7-5. Rusty would probably run away with it.
Right, Joss.
Red ball spotted.
It's got a red off the break, Just.
I think from here on in, there's no such thing as an easy pot out. The brakes just will never sit right for you. That brake looked perfect until the final few seconds, and then they all started to join each other up, and they cluster.
Yeah, it did look like it was going to be a bit of a practice here for Just, but it's tied up slightly. You feel as though red's are the balls, eh, Trev?
30 seconds.
He's got a little combination he's probably got to take on. At worst, secure the pocket.
Red's in play.
It's going to get the 2 up the top out of the way first. So there's a little bit of an angle on those 2 reds. He probably looks like he hits one into the rail, pots the other, opens the other red out. Hard to see if he can get straight on him.
Certainly very tricky.
Don't think it's helped by the fact he's got the wrong angle on this one into the middle as well. So we'll have to leave a long shot on the 2 reds.
30 seconds.
Not this time.
No. Only saving grace is he has got an angle on the red to get across there and either try and play posse or just disturb them.
Oh, do you have a go at it, or you just try and roll this over the hole?
Yeah, I don't know, mate. Depends how he's feeling, really. Looks like he's just dying at it. Yeah, he wasn't a bad shot, but didn't come off.
Well, Rusty should put this yellow straight over the hole, and hopefully he avoids the in-off in the opposite corner. Well, you really should not pot that.
Yeah.
That was,
had to make sure he hit that thick enough not to pot.
that was a rather ordinary shot. He left Justin the opportunity to play this combination.
Yeah, you feel as though he might just run the white through and he'll probably be on the red to the other corner. Block the bag or break him up. Yeah, just go on the cover.
Come on, Rusty. Come on, mate.
How important is this frame, Trav, at 6-all?
Well, you don't want to be trailing at this stage of the match. Like it's, as I said earlier, both players are looking up. They certainly see the finish line. It's not that far away now. Rusty's just cleared 2 of his troubled balls away and effectively asked Justin if he wants to have a go. Have a go.
On the Masters table there, we've just seen Paul play a very good positional shot to get on the black.
30 seconds.
Believe this will be bringing it back to 5 each. Not a problem. Just going to dolly this one over the bag. Try.
I think it's a dangerous shot. I think Rusty goes out because he can easily clear his troubled yellow when this other yellow will sail off the red easily.
That's true. I think Just was trying to leave a bit of an angle just to screw across, disturb his red, but I'm not sure it's on now.
Well, he's going to have a go at it. Now he's not.
Just sitting over the bag.
Probably the smart thing to do at 6-all. Even though Rusty's a fantastic potter. It's the Australian singles final. It's 6-all. And sometimes you gotta play a little bit smart.
I think he might just play this one up the rail and probably get Posy on the one on the right hand side, really. I know he's gone that way. It's a big pot.
Well, ordinarily, Rusty would be very happy to have a big go at this.
I think he's sitting it over the bag.
Come on, mate.
Just might be able to get that underneath the yellow.
Look, I think you can dislodge them.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll. I certainly don't think they can turn them around. Rusty would have liked it to be a little bit more in the hole. Or in the pocket.
30 seconds.
For those of you that are listening to the coverage and watching and thinking of coming down to the Cube to watch the matches later on, feel free to introduce yourself to Dan Lynch, who's operating the Cue Ball TV, and buy him a drink. He's a nice guy.
Come on, Russ.
Come, buddy.
Rusty just trying to G himself up there.
Well, this is the shot for the match. So sorry for the frame. He's knocked it in.
Yeah, it's a big hit.
Shot, Russ. Come on, mate. Can't Susie.
Rusty just saving his 2 shots for the black here. I believe he'll just try and knock it across the table.
He just wants to keep it clear of that red.
It's a little bit harder than we would have liked.
Yeah, he definitely made sure he avoided the red. Well, he does play with fire. He does like to put a lot of work on the white. Probably not required in that instance, but live by the sword, die by the sword.
Yeah, the only only consolation is he's covered the red with the black. I don't think it's going to help him too much though.
No, it's just well, he's hit way overhit that.
He just wants to roll up to these and snooker Rusty behind the red.
Well, he's given Rusty enough black ball to go for up and back. Well, he doesn't even look at it.
He's going to try and sit the white on the red, is he?
That's easy.
I don't think he wanted to be in that close to the cushion. I think he wanted to be more straight on the red to force Justin into a more direct path into the black.
Yeah, I think he was trying to sit on it a bit straighter, definitely.
Now the shot Justin's probably going to attempt here is risky in the sense where the white can come back and double hit your tip.
He's just going to try and chip the red out past the black as he travel.
I think so. Very dangerous. Hopefully the umpire's alert to this one. Oh no, he's just going to chip away.
Looks like Paul Hancock is going to pick up another frame in the Masters final. I think he'll be taking the lead for the first time in the match.
Well, I think I've got Justin slight favourite in this frame. I think
Fair, 2 visits.
I think he should be able to work it so he can get these out eventually. But it is very precise. You really have to be spot on in these types of games.
Probably not the frame you want to be playing at 6-all in the grand final, is it, Trev?
It's a frame you want to get away with.
That it is.
Seconds.
I think Justin's got to try and put a bit of distance between the red and the white.
Yeah, I was just going to
Second
say.
visit.
Certainly on his second shot, not his first one, but well, he'll find himself exactly where he was the previous shot. The black's getting closer and closer to the pocket.
Yeah, that's the risk for Justin, isn't it? A few more of these and the black will be near the pocket.
Fair, 2 visits.
That's right, and the closer the black gets to the pocket, the more options open to Rusty. And then obviously that pocket becomes out of play for Justin for the red.
30 seconds.
I think he's got to chip off it close and
30
then
seconds.
put, as I said before, he's got to put some distance between the red and the white for Rusty to have a shot at it.
Fair, lost the frame. Thank you. Done running.
Come on, Russ. Come on, buddy.
Yellow ball potted.
Right, red.
Red nominated.
Come on, mate.
Red in play.
Well, she's lining that out. Rusty's actually got one off the break. I think it's the first one of the match.
Jeez, I'll blink, I'll miss the out.
Well, it is there.
It is the first of the match, I'm pretty sure. So, what's he on, your Les?
He's on reds.
It's on reds.
Come on, Justin. Come on, Justin. Come on, mate.
Appears Rusty's still got a bit of tension in his arm there.
That's the second shot. Similar angle, similar distance, and he's played deep drag. And looking at the black in the previous frame, he's overcut it. So it didn't cost him the last frame, but that's a golden opportunity missed for Rusty. He really should have taken advantage of that. That really should have been 8-6.
Yeah, we could see that hurt him if Justin takes advantage there. Still got a bit of work for Justin, but I think he'll play this and try and nudge the yellow down the cush a bit. And that goes under the red.
Well, he needed a good shot to get in and out of here.
Yeah, I don't think he's got too much angle there though, Charlie. He might just have to leave one of the long yellows.
On the Masters table, Mongrel's got on his last red, and then he's got to create a bit of magic
30 seconds.
to excavate this black ball out of a bit of trouble. Don't tell me he's on that.
Yeah, Justin's just sat the yellow off over the bag there. I think the out was a bit ambitious from where he was with that angle. Get out of there. Yeah, Mongrel's just played a very difficult black and potted it, but also Cannon one of Paul's balls in, so it's gone down in that frame. It takes it to Paul 7, Mongrel 5.
Come on, mate.
Rusty's just produced a very ordinary shot, given Justin a fantastic opportunity to level this match up at 7-all.
Yeah, Rusty kicking himself there. He did have a couple of chances in that frame. We should see Justin finish up from here. Looks like the black comfortably goes underneath the red.
Certainly does. Justin just taking his time on this one. Very important frame. The key shot's coming up shortly, where he's got to ensure that he gets on the black.
Yeah, although that black goes comfortably under the red, you do want to be right behind it, don't you, Trav? You leave too much angle, starts to get a bit tricky.
Oh, you sure do. You want to be right on it so you can just punch it straight in off that rail. Well,
It's come off a bit short there. You still think that's the right shot to play, Trav?
well, now the double certainly would pop into one's mind, and this cut certainly lets the white ball off the leash.
Yeah, it's a big cut.
I would probably begun the double.
30 seconds.
I just don't like flirting with middle pockets, but
Yeah, he might even play it with a touch of left-hand side to miss the middle. Yeah, he's check side of the back to miss the middle. It's a big hit. It's a great shot. From the start of the match, and the scoreline has proven that to be quite accurate.
another great break from Justin.
It's been
Oh,
a bit unfortunate there to put the black. Looks like he had a few balls on.
Of course, for those that don't know the rules, you put the black off the break and 2-shot 8-ball, it's just a re-rack. There's no penalty. Same player breaks again. So it's
Open table. Come on, Rusty.
Yeah, see, that shows you why Justin was a bit unlucky. He just had to have another crack and he's come up dry.
Come on, Rusty.
Don't think he's left a whole lot on though.
no. As I said earlier, Mike, nothing's easy. Even though both great players and they're certainly very capable of potting out at this stage of a match, certainly in a singles final. Master breaks are no certainties. Looking at Rusty's last break, ordinarily he would have knocked them in under 35 seconds and had a good laugh about it, but this is the pressure just keeps getting bigger and bigger every time with every frame that goes by. So
Yeah, you've been here a few times before, Trav, so I'm sure the closer it gets to the finishing line, the harder it seems to get.
oh, there's more on the line. There's more on the line than you've really got to take account of what's going on. And sometimes that probably is bad. You don't want to be thinking about it too much because you want to try and play as natural a game as possible.
Just for the viewers at home, Trav, do you have any tips on how to, how do you contain yourself in a situation like this and enable yourself to play your natural game?
Look, a tip I try and go by, which sometimes I do forget. Really bad miss by Justin. Well, what I like to do, especially when I'm concentrating properly and everything, I like to put myself in a position where you try and picture yourself in a comfortable environment, whether it be your favourite pub, whether it be at your home table, and you just try and picture the pot out or the shot on your home table or your pub table, wherever you're most comfortable.
Yeah, visualisation's a powerful tool.
It certainly is, and you've really got to be concentrating well. And if you can do that, it certainly helps me.
Definitely. Meanwhile, Mungle's pulled a frame back in the Masters final. He's now down 7-6 to Paul Hancock. Rusty's still going with his reds.
Oh, he's missed that.
He's missed it.
Come on, mate.
You only get so many chances against Justin, don't you, Trav?
Well, I don't think he was visualising himself in a comfortable place there. But I can almost guarantee there's going to be a few more twists and turns before this one's over.
Yeah, 100%.
Come on, Rusty.
Been a bit stiff there with the double.
Go, Russ.
Premier League.
He looks to be quite comfortable there, does Rusty?
There's a lot of nervous energy being laughed off there.
Yeah.
He's trying to get himself back into that comfort zone, and he does pot him nice when he's enjoying himself. There's no more contagious laugh than Rusty's.
That's right.
He's still on that.
Still on that, just.
Just got to get himself through here.
He's been a bit stiff there, I think.
Well, he's still on in the middle, but
he's going to need a big shot to get up there in the middle. I think he did look at the double.
I think he'll quickly dismiss that option. I think it's the cut to the middle is the only option.
He's played a fella.
And keep your arm straight, Russ, for this one and get on the black. And he's done that.
Come on, Russ. Come on.
Well, this has been a clever clearance. Burning off that nervous energy with that laugh in the middle of the frame was probably helped a little bit.
I think it paid off, loosened him up a bit.
Come on, Ross.
Back to Rusty. He's got one off the break. He's gone the yellows. Let's see if he can go out from here.
Well, this will be the shot for the frame. I guarantee you that. If he knocks this in, he'll win the frame.
Yeah, that was a shot, Trav.
Well, there's another twist and turn we were talking about. Well, I hope Mungrel's got 2 shots over there, but he's left himself a bit awkward on his 8.
Yeah, mate, I don't think he does. In fact, I can't see where he's going to put that. He has got an option to backdoor in the middle there, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's certainly an option. He hasn't looked at it yet, though.
Well, if we go back to Just, he's having a crack at the Reds now. Played a good shot there.
Well, that's 2 breaks in a row, Russ. He's had golden opportunities.
Seems to be getting away with him though, isn't it, Trav? When he's up 8-7, and he's going to have to take his chances because Justin's going to finish strong.
This is a big shot. That was the tough shot to knock in, and Rusty should be burning back in his seat now. Missed a golden opportunity to get to the hill in this match.
Yeah, feels like this frame should be ABC here for Justin. I think he'll leave the ball over the bag for his last ball. Go up the table, take 3 out, come back. Do you think, Trev?
30
It's
seconds.
certainly the way I'd be looking at it. You want to get up the other end and get rid of all those balls.
Yeah, I reckon he'll pop this one, screw across onto the side rail, and it's all doesn't have to do much from here on in. Although under this pressure, every shot's a hard one.
Well, he would have liked a little bit of an angle to pop himself off the rail.
Doesn't have to do a whole lot though. Knock this one in, roll through off the other red, and
Oh, Mongrel's escaped from a snooker over on the Masters table.
30 seconds.
You got Justin cleans up here, went down to a best of 3, Trev. The Australian title. It's a great shot. Finished that well there. Just flicking back to Justin now. It's about to break off.
Big frame, this one.
It's a massive frame. Whoever wins this is on the hill. Just come up with a good break there.
Well, advantage, Justin. Reds or yellows, really.
Yeah, I feel as though the Reds are probably the less riskier out. But yeah, just got to sort out those 3 in the left bag.
I think he's going to solve that problem right now.
Yep. Yeah, just left a plant back into the middle. It's never easy though. Look when the white's finished there. It's going to be queuing over the yellow to play that shot now.
Yeah, you think it's going to be easy at 8 all? You think it's going to sit nice for you? No way.
It feels like this is a shot though, Trav, in this frame.
30 seconds.
Well, he hasn't quite hit that perfect, but he's got away with it.
Justin just taking his time to compose himself and work out how he's going to go this out. He definitely doesn't want to let Rusty back to the table this time round.
No, this is the shot he's got to get back on track.
30 seconds.
Just trying to hold it for one of the ones in the middle. Not too much angle. It's a big hit.
A lot could have gone wrong there for Just. A lot could have gone wrong. But he's hit that yellow full and he's landed nice on this red. Now the path is becoming clearer.
Yeah, the only thing that caused him a bit of trouble here is not this shot, but linking up with his second last to his last red.
I think he would have liked a little bit more. Suck back on that white. In terms of where the match is at, there's still some work to do here.
Yeah, Justin knows how important it is. That's why he's just making sure he's looking at every combination to try and get the easiest one available to him.
I think the red over there on the right may be his last ball. I think he's resigned himself to that. No, he's made a fool of me.
It's not a straightforward positional shot though, Trav. I think he's left himself an option. He can play the one in the middle and screw back, or he can play this one and try and get posi on the one in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, he's played a good shot there. Still needs one good one to finish up though.
Yeah, it looks like he'll stun out off the rail nicely here. He shouldn't run into that yellow at all.
Probably play it with a little bit of left hand side maybe. Get it out nicely on the black.
Well, he's caught the yellow, but he's only caught it light. So he's very makeable black to the corner pocket now.
Yeah, it's a big black. There's usually a bit of drama in that last frame, isn't it, Trev?
It does happen.
Not least of course the 2006 final, I think, was it? Between you and Woodsy up in Darwin there.
Famous middle pocket jaw, so...
The infamous.
Having table.
It's come up dry.
Well, the good news for Rusty is the last 2 frames that he's dry broke, he's won them. But...
Feels like Reds are the balls here, Trev.
Yeah, I think so.
Just got to work out how you can get a kick on that one.
Well, would you take it now? Take the combination. Big risk.
30 seconds.
Yellow onto the red would be it'll certainly bring the crowd to its feet, but maybe at 9-1 you'd take it on, but...
In your special little pub there, Trav, I'm sure you'd give that one a wallow.
Yes.
Has he left an angle on it to take it out now?
I think he has.
If he has, he's wanting to be landing on the red to the other corner as well.
Well, this is the shot. This could be the big shot of the tournament, Justin.
Yeah, that's a massive hit. As Trav said, that was the shot. It's opened it right up now. The only thing that can hold him back here is his nerve. He's usually quite good keeping that under control.
Oh, he hit that red. He hit the yellow perfect. He's straight on the one in the middle. In saying that, he probably didn't want to be on.
No, I don't think that was his chosen pocket. I think he's a little bit off angle, Travis. He'll be running through towards the other yellow near the corner.
But there's definitely only one frame of mind here, and that's to pot out. I think he's really just going to knock this in the middle, stun it off the back rail, and just give himself a shot at these other reds.
Yeah, now's the time you want to be confident. I think he's on it. He's on it, but it's not easy, Trav.
Well, he's certainly got no... He can only hit the top of the white, so there's...
Looks like it'd be cutting into the yellow. And it could work out perfectly and knock the rail across the rail a bit, leave the white top rail.
Well, the danger is if he hits it hard, the white could ricochet off the yellow and go in off.
That's right.
But I wouldn't imagine he'd try that.
No, I think he'll have the pace right to avoid that. First and foremost, though, he's going to make sure he gets the pot first.
He's banking up on it.
Oof.
Come on, Russ.
Come on, Rusty. Come on.
Yeah, it's a difficult shot jacking up on it there.
Well,
Come on, mate.
fortunately for Justin, all his balls have remained in great positions. And Russ doesn't waste any time.
Bit of work still left for Rusty though there. Still got the one tied up on the right rail.
I think he's happy to be out of his seat though.
Definitely.
Come on, mate. Come on.
I think he wanted to screw past that yellow there, Trev.
I think he's going to take this down the end, this yellow, and get himself on that yellow over on the left. This is a big shot for Rusty.
Big shot, yeah. Stumped it in, but it's not getting any easier. Has he got this yellow off the red into the middle, Trev?
Oh, I think it goes off the red comfortably, but Oh, yes, it does go off.
Come on, Russ.
It looks like he can flick the yellow with his shot as well. Yeah, it's worked out a treat.
Oh, he's just got to get on this other yellow now. That's the trick.
One good positional shot here, loads it up the right hand side. Yeah, he's played that well. He's played that very well.
Come on!
You can hear his delight there.
Well, what a match. We're 9-all. Here we go.
I think everyone called a 10-9 win. We just didn't know who was going to do it. So we got one frame to decide Australian Netball title.
Well, both players have had opportunities. It's in the last 3 or 4 frames.
But on the Masters table here, we've got...
singles, all tied up at 9-all. Ladies and gentlemen, wish them all the very best of luck in this final frame.
We've got Mungle finishing off on the Masters table to try and pull one of the 3 back he needs to win the title. And Renato and Sue have come to... Renato's come back to 4-all. And Mungle's banging the black, pull one back. So we'll flick form over to the women's quickly. Sue's come up dry. So Renata looking to continue her stream of 3 in a row there.
Well, what an absolute treat we've had today. We've got the men's final going 9-9. The Masters final is...
I think it might be back to 8-7.
8-7. The women's finals at 4-all. The crowd that's here at the Cube at Campbelltown has been treated to 3 magnificent finals. And we're about to start the final frame of the men's singles final. Good luck, gentlemen.
Justin to break. He's very stiff there. Balls are flying everywhere, but nothing's going in. So Rusty's got the first opportunity to win the frame he needs.
Well,
tell you what, you have to think reds are the balls just because there's one over the bag down here.
well, this is what Rusty would do normally, and he's still doing it now. He's taken... He just took the security ball.
You're right, that's what he normally does though. He would have been through about 4 of them by now.
Well, fortunately for us, for Justin, that was the only ball that was really on. So here we go.
It's one of those frames though, if there's going to be 2 visits, it's over. If Rusty doesn't finish here. The black's still a little bit of a tricky one, Trav. Do you think it goes in the bottom right?
I don't think it does.
No. You Rusty want to be leaving this one for last, wouldn't you then?
I definitely think so. He's landed on that, I think.
Come on, Carl.
Yeah, I think he's got a red into the top right.
Oh no, he's...
Looks like he might only have half a bag though. He's going to need to cue it well.
Well,
Any miss here, we'll see Justin.
well, this is a big shot.
He's thumped it in.
Oh, he's hit perfect.
He's finished perfect. He's finished perfect there.
Well, he probably would have liked to have been on that other red, but the main thing for him is he's on a red. He's going to screw probably
Screw
between these two.
Yep.
That's it, Russ. Come on. Come on.
Hasn't quite come far enough.
Why would you? Why would you want to be perfect?
Feel as though he might just done this one hold with the yellow, will he, Trev?
Come on, Dale, come on.
He's half a chance to go the double.
Come on, Ralph. Come on.
Come on, Russ.
He's got a shot at it. Now I think Mick, if he knocks this in with straight ball, he comes straight back down towards the black.
Come on, Dale. Come on.
He's just worked out the black doesn't go into the corner bag, so he's trying to work out which pocket. I think he's just got to get down here. He'll have a shot on it. Looks like he's loading up on the right hand side. He's going to come off 3 rails, 4 rails. That's a massive clearance there from Rusty.
Wow. Well, that's what he can do.
We waited till the 19th frame, but you've just seen what Rusty Wheeler can do on his own.
That's what he can do, ladies and gentlemen.
2011 men's champion Rusty Wheeler. One round of applause for Justin Sajich.
What an absolute magic grand final in the men's singles. Absolutely fantastic. 2 of Australia's best players. They took it all the way, 10-9. Both players gave their all, and both players would have certainly been deserved winners.
Yes.
And we actually, he got rewarded for playing a magic shot, and he's walked away with his 2nd Australian title.
Yeah, congratulations to Rusty. Bad luck to Justin. He played very well. You don't know if you would have picked a positional shot off 4 rails for Black to Rusty win 10-9, but that's how it worked out. Great game.